Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, I'm Fatihah. So, do you know that Maqasid Al-Shariah has been developed by Imam Shatibi in the 8th centuries, where he called the father of Maqasid because during his time he conducted his study into Maqasid Al-Shariah and become like we know today. Obviously, after the Maqasid Al-Shariah has been developed by him, the topic is still improved and changed by other scholars by the following periods. So you might be curious, what happened to the development and improvement of the Maqasid Al-Shariah before the 8th centuries or the 5th centuries or in the earliest era? So here in our video, I and my colleague will explain to you what happened the topic of Maqasid Al-Shariah before Imam Shatibi in the 8th centuries. So here the story. So the story is about Maqasid Al-Shariah began to change after the Companion era. So scholars try to find the reason to make improvement of this Maqasid Al-Shariah and how important it is. Now, the most prestigious and well-known scholars we know is Imam Tirmidhi. He spent an intensive amount of time studying the reason beneath the legal rulings, and he is the first person to use the terms Maqasid and as well the first person to write a book about Maqasid Al-Shariah which called Al-Salah wa Maqasiduha, which is ritual prayers and its objective. Imam Tirmidhi also wrote another book which is Al-Hajj wa Asraruhu, which is Pilgrimage and its secret. This book is based on the same form as the first book, which is Al-Salah wa Maqasiduha. So though this book is not yet edited or published, but it has been exists as the manuscript form. However, the important books written by Al-Tirmidhi, which is Al-Ilal, Al-Ilal Al-Shariah and Al-Ilal Al-Bufiyah, which he attempt to identify the basis of Islamic religious obligation through the process of reasoning. This described by Muhammad Al-Khafi. I'm sorry, I did make a mistake here. I said Muhammad Al-Khafi, but instead it should be Muhammad Usman Al-Qash. Which he may rely this information from the passage of Da'irat al-Ma'arif al-Islamiyah, where there Al-Tirmidhi wished to offer a rational explanation about the legal obligation in Islam. Written by Abu Zayd al-Baghi in his first book Al-Ibana and Ilal al-Diyana, which is about muamalat, and he also wrote a book about the benefits for soul and bodies, which he highlighted in Islamic custom and law to promote the physical and mental health. Unfortunately, at the end of the 3rd centuries, the purpose of developing in Maqasid Al-Shariah has not become the subject to study, not until in the 5th centuries, where Al-Juwayni is the first to create the level of necessities, where he attempts to follow the earliest ideas on Al-Maqasid in the 3rd and the 5th centuries. Starting from Al-Ma'ali Al-Juwayni in 478 AH, though he mostly dealt with political matters, but he did make an important improvement in Al-Maqasid, as the reason behind that is to save Islam by reconstruct all the rulings of law and its fundamental principle. Then he divided the fundamental principle of Sharia into 5 categories, which is moral behavior, ma'rumat, public needs, al-haja al-almah, necessities, darurat, recommendation, mandubat, and what cannot be given to a specific reason.
Hi, so I'm gonna continue about what my friend just explained. The next one is gonna be Abu Hamid Al-Ghazali, which is the student of Al-Juwayni. He expand on his teacher's theory in his book called Al-Mustafa. Actually, Al-Ghazali wrote a lot of books, but one of them known as Ihya Ulumuddin. He organized the necessities that suggested by Al-Juwayni. There is 5, which were faith, soul, mind, offspring, and wealth. Al-Ghazali used the concept of Maqasid to derive legal rulings despite criticism from Shafi'i school. He proposed prioritizing higher necessities over lower ones when the conflicts, diverging from Shafi'i formalism. Al-Ghazali approach favor analogical research and flexibility in legal interpretations. This can be seen in his work Al-Mustafa and other writings in legal theory. Next, Shihab al-Din al-Karafi. Al-Karafi concept of the Maqasid distinguish between the Prophet actions depending on his intents. Like in his book Al-Furuq, he said that the Prophet Muhammad has different roles, conveying God's message, a judge, and a leader. When he spoke or act as a messenger, it became a permanent rule in Islamic law. But when decision about things like military matters, public trust, and appointing leaders were specific to his role as a leader and not necessarily permanent rule for everyone else. Al-Karafi redefined al-Maqasid as referring to the Prophet actions and intentions. Ibn Ashur later agreed about this. Al-Karafi emphasized opening the means to achieve good ends, advocating for blocking measures leading to forbidden ends, and opening those leading to lawful ones. This expanded the scope of Maqasid beyond just stopping negative action. And last one, Shams al-Din Ibn al-Qayyim. Ibn al-Qayyim made a big improvement to the concept of Maqasid by providing a true analysis of what are known as juridical tricks, stating that their practice are incompatible with Maqasid. He wrote about why certain actions are forbidden in Islamic law. It says that legal techniques prohibited bad deeds because they go against the purpose and goal of the law. Even if someone tries to make a bad action still look good, like trying to disguise a loan as a legitimate transaction, it's still considered wrong. It emphasizes that Islamic law are meant to be practical solution to a real life problems based on truth and sincerity, not just technicalities.
Anyways, that's all from us. Thank you so much for watching and I appreciate your time and support. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Bye!